While I had the lathe removed, I decided to add some silicone gasket sealers to stop the oil from leaking. Okay, so we got the lathe put on the base back again. You can now see the riv nuts with the screws. Now it's time to level this thing. So here I've got this steel block. It's drilled, so we can mount this on the lathe. And here is our long pipe, which we're gonna use to mount our plumb bob. And we're gonna check how much twist there is in the bed. I've taken off the compound. Now we are going to put our T-nuts in on both ends. And you can see this piece is just going to mount onto here like this and allow our big long pipe to go all the way up, onto which we have the plumb bob. And then we're going to make some marks with like a Sharpie, and we're going to compare one side to the other. Now it's the next day. We are going to level the lathe. We've set up the plumb bob. As you can see, now we are going to move it all the way to the left, close to the chuck without touching it, and wait for it to stop. Now the lathe is already pretty much level from the factory. The inconsistencies which we have during turning will have to be fixed using our micrometer and a long piece of steel, and then we can precisely get rid of the error. The problem is it rotates a bit and it's hard to tell exactly which point it's pointing to. You can see it points to one, then it points to the other. It's not very accurate, so I'm gonna fix it out later. I already have a bracket for one of my linear scales. This one was from my old Mitutoyo single axis DRO. So I have to modify this to fit the new one. As over here, this edge hits DRO. So we just need to mill off 1 millimeter all the way across, and that should fix the problem. I've just been doing some milling off camera, made it easier. You can see it just sits there like that. Just need to get these holes into this now. It took quite a bit of time to get everything put together, so I sped up the footage. Quick test fit. As you can see, we've used 30mm 6 M6 bolts to get it to fit the old mounting points. Here we need to make some 3mm spaces so it's straight, and we're gonna have to put a dial indicator and make sure that we're running true. Oh no, we done the oopsie. Forgot the red bracket, piece of shit. Oh, I'm just gonna remove it, cut this off and put it back so we can get the perfect distance. Okay, that was a bit brutal. Why is the lighting so shit now? Okay, we are gonna zero our trusty Miluloyo off. Come on. Can you focus? There we go. Does our Miluloyo work? Let's find out. Where is the focus? Ooh. Now that's a bit not straight. Alright, so how much are we? Like 0.3 millimeters. Where's this down? Need to go down 0.3. So we are gonna, for this moment, focus.
Bruh.
Tighten down these bolts.
Bruh.
I think in the future we're just gonna go straight into the cross slide so it doesn't affect our mounting of the tool post. Zero point 0.02 millimeters. That should be alright for now. We'll fix this later. Now the next one is gonna be mounted over here like this, and we somehow need to attach the reader head to my lathe. Taken off the apron, done some measurements. I'm gonna drill 2 little holes, either M4 or M5, and we're gonna tap them, and hopefully this will fit onto here. Now just a quick test fit, and this is how it's looking. Not the conventional way of putting it. I'm putting it here, so in case I want to use the milling attachment, which you can see the points on the back, I will not be interfering with anything. Now before I bolt this down, I need to first make sure it's level. Once that's done, we're gonna mark the holes, make sure everything's okay, and we're gonna just attach it like this, and that should be everything. We just have to use a dial indicator to make sure everything's level. I've attached the scale over here, and I'm using this mini clamp to make sure the distance is the same. So it's pulling the sensor towards the linear rail, and that way we can check how much shims we need to add, and then we can mark out our holes and drill them and tap them, and we can attach this, and it should be all done. Okay, marked out both holes and tap them here and here. All that's left is to put the shims in and bolt this down, and it should be ready to go. Here is the screen which we've got. Looks like this. It's only a 2-axis because it's for a lathe, so there's no point getting more. Nice little manual. Mounting bracket, an arm, and the cable. I'm pretty sure there should be some bolts somewhere, but it doesn't look like I can see them at this moment. Now it's time to assemble this. Brackets go right here. And then this thing goes onto this arm. So you basically set the angle you want, put it on the arm, and the arm goes into this bracket, probably using this bolt. I have no idea, the instructions say nothing. So this is all just improvised. I'm guessing these plastic washers go like this. There we go. Looks like we forgot the washer on top. Put a washer on the bottom. The spring washer. And your nut. I think we forgot over here another spring washer. These ones, they are probably, I think, for mounting this using 2 bolts. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's any sort of washers for this. It's probably just bolted down. I probably used one of those washers in the wrong spot. That doesn't matter. We'll get another one. Okay, I think we're gonna mount it either here or on the back. So we'll first try here. If it's not good, then we'll move it to the other side. This is the DRO installed. As you can see, it clears our chuck guard and it's still able to swivel. So let's power it on and see what happens. There we go, look at that. It's just 0. Now let's see, I'm gonna move this. Look at that. Let's see how accurate it is. Got it on 0. We're gonna move 0.5. Not too much. We got 0.2. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's right. It's probably set to the other mode, which is counting half of what we're turning. Anyway, let's check the other one. You can see I can move the whole carriage around and we got the position. So I think it was a success, this project. Next one is to add another drawer to this and add our DRO to our mill. So remember, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.